I think one thing I'm excited about with day trading attention is I hope people realize, almost everyone who's listening here, who's ambitious and going at this, businesses or humans, are gonna realize after they read this, oh shit, why am I not on Facebook? Or oh fuck, like I'm crushed, I got TikTok and Instagram Reels. Yeah, like why am I not doing YouTube Shorts?
Yeah.
The incremental slight tweak to be on those platforms as well, with a slight copy or editing adjustment that respects the room of YouTube Shorts being different than TikTok, is one of the explosive things for the A players. Like this book for me was like a 201 or a 301. Like what I'm excited about this one is like if you've never been in the game, it will help. But for people that are like you, like real players, the reason I went so deep is like, I'm like, hey, let me take that next step in book form so that even the best people in the world that are winning, seemingly winning, Charlie D'Amelio, Logan Paul, like Mr. Beat, like, let me give them 3 to 4 things that, because I have the luxury of not only being one of those people, but I also have VaynerX, a 2,000 person global marketing agency. We spend billions of dollars in media on behalf of clients, make quadrillions of pieces of creative across all platforms. So I'm sitting at the epicenter, you know, of really looking at quant and qual data that makes it very clear of what can and can't be done. And one of the biggest expansions is, to your point, the biggest mistake creators make is they talk about things they don't believe in because they think they need something new to say. And what I think is, look, I believe in things, I get pumped when I change my mind, that gives a whole new genre. But why would I compromise my belief system? I just find new analogies, new context points, new mediums, new platforms, and I always layer current events into it. AI allows me to talk all over again of what I talked about with social media. The analogies I made on social media stages in 2006 of everybody putting their head in the sand and hoping social media wasn't gonna happen, well guess what? It's back. It's called AI. By the way, I'll go into the camera here. Like your AI strategy cannot be, you will get fucking destroyed by that tidal wave. You better find a surfboard and ride it because AI doesn't give a shit that you're scared of it. About 7 years ago, 10 years ago, I know a lot of people are gonna hit me up about this because another thing I get hit up a lot about. I put out a free deck. It was like 84 pages. And it did that. It was the content pyramid. I was like, here's why I do Dailyvee and podcasts. Because it becomes here's how I take this and make 84 pieces of content. And like, I mean, when I tell you, every time I'm in an airport, a 27-year-old kid, guy or gal comes up to me and says, that's how I built my social media agency, that deck, which I put up for free. That's exactly how I've been thinking the whole time. And now, the library, to your point, the intellectual property of human, just like Marvel and Disney, just like why I do VFriends, to build another library of IP, is a moat. It's a major, 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 major moat of opportunity within impact and business.
And the main thing, at the top of that pyramid is you have to have something
to say
and interesting to say.
Or it might not be the most unique, but it is profoundly your thing to say. Right? Because a lot of things are universal.
You plus a thing becomes a unique thing.
That part. That's why I wanted to jump in and say that. I want everyone to hear this. Your interpretation, your slang, your framework. People are like, Gary, what about authenticity? I'm like, the most authentic thing in the world is the human being. Truly snowflake. None of us are the same.
Never again.
Twins, even twins, wired super differently inside. Right? I believe that's people walk away from their essence. And I want them, I know you well enough to say this, and it's one of the biggest compliments I can give you. It has definitely worked for me, and I admire it whenever I see it. The people that really lean into themselves, like really don't try to put other things on a pedestal, other people, other opinions, just get really comfortable of the purest form of them. Man, do they have impact, because that's where the uniqueness, that's the uniqueness. Like the way you say things, like the analogies, the stories, the interpretations, the subtle observations that are slightly tweaked, contextual to the moment. And that as a human, and that as an operator, and that as a parent, and as an executive, and that as an entrepreneur, and then as an author and a content creator, it all plays out. It all plays out.
No one has ever been like you before. No one will ever be like you again. You have unique experiences, unique DNA. All that's totally unique. So why would you copy other people? Why would you try to be like someone else? You should be you. That's your monopoly.
I believe this is why I talk about patience so much. I think one of the reasons people do it is they want to get there faster. Oh, Garyvee did it. I'm gonna be like him. I'm gonna be crazy about loud and okay, cool. Like if you're a Jersey kid from the 80s, cool. You can probably get we probably you know, we make, but if you're an introvert from the South, like, and you've never cursed in your life, please don't make videos where you're cursing. It's gonna feel awkward. Just like if I'm just like why I was a little bored in reading my own book, because like, you know, academia is a little bit like, you know, I can glaze over, but I know why I wrote it, you know? And so, you know, yeah, man, it's because people lack patience, Rye. Right, when you were behind the scenes with Ferris and all that other stuff, when I was in my daddy's liquor store all those years, I didn't make a piece of business content until I was 34 years old. You write timeless and forever, which is actually my core message. I have 7 to 10, whatever it is. And then I am very like day trading, but like that's how I write books. I like my books to be tight windows of like, here's the opportunity, and both matter. But the interpretation of classic, back to the starting point of this podcast, is the game.
Yeah, and what's funny too is when you're making stuff, you're also creating a library of content that, like today, the Daily Stoic YouTube channel will do more views than it would have done in a month several years ago on stuff that is old.
Just scale.
Like entertainment studios are libraries. They're making new stuff always. And some of those things are going to be hits in the present moment, but really what they're trying to do is find the thing that will be a perennial timeless hit. And then you have this library, just in the way that you would have an investment portfolio of things that are paying, you know, increasing this a few percentage every year. That's what you're trying to build. Like I'll put out a video today, I hope it will do well, but like my best performing video will do 100,000 views today, but I made it 10 years ago.
That's right. Not to mention YouTube is the second biggest search engine in the world, and that has a lot to do with that. But by the way, literally as I walked in here, Meta just launched their AI update into Instagram and WhatsApp. I was just looking at it right before I walked in. Search is changing right in front of our eyes.
How so?
Well, I mean, I literally just watched Zuck's 2-minute video on Instagram, so I haven't even played with it yet. But what is very clear to me is, holy shit. Like, one of the biggest changes in our society, and we've known this with ChatGPT, but like, it's very clear of it coming to social. What I saw in the preview there, or at least how he talked about it, and what I'm definitely gonna be looking at on my flight tonight in detail from Austin back to New York is, oh shit, Instagram search is fucking remarkable, and it's very visual, and the results are really strong. And like, this is going to, just like TikTok has been growing very rapidly as a search engine amongst Gen Z, you know, the size and scale that Meta plays at with Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp, like, it's just very clear that the search engine is something they're pushing very hard within it, and the dynamics that we've seen on YouTube play out to what you just described is about to come to a short form social media world.